channel Knowledge How. Friends, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for the latest update. Today we're gonna start with your discussing here, that is your quantitative aptitude class, and this is your class 148. We had done 147th class in the last sessions, and today we're gonna start discussing about it. In arithmetical ability, we had done your 13 topic. That the last topic we had done is your partnership. This is your chain rule. In chain rule, this is your 14th topic, and here in the chain rule we had discussed about the direct proportion and the indirect proportion. So we'll discuss about here in the detail. In the last classes you will go for the same, and you will find out each and every video there. Before starting with this, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go ahead with like, share and subscribe, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. Coming towards the question, we had done your 28 question in the last class, so today we'll discuss about 29th question of the session. Although the question we have here is 3 pumps working 8 hours a day can empty a tank in 2 days. How many hours a day must 4 pumps work to empty the tank in 1 day? This has been asked in MBA examination paper. The options we have 9, 10, 11 and 12. So we go for the same here, and that is being as follows. So let's find it out. 3 pumps working 8 hours a day can empty a tank empty a tank in 2 days. How many hours a day must pump that is must 4 pumps work to empty the tank in 1 day. This is being asked in MBA examination paper. Options, as I told you, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So we go for the same. Here we go. Let the required number of working hours per day be X. Let the required number of working hours per day be X. So more pumps, less working hours per day. That is indirect proportion. And less days, more working hours per day. This is also comes under indirect proportion. So where pumps 4:3 and days 1:2. That is 8 ratio x. So we have 4 into 1 into x equals to 3 into 2 into 8, and that is x equals to 3 into 2 into 8 upon 4. 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 3 2s are 6, and 6 2s are 12. So x equals to, or that is, we get here, that is your 12. Now we go for the next question. That has been another important question, is your 30th question of the session, and that the question we have: if 8 men can reap 80 hectares in 24 days, then how many hectares can 36 men reap in 30 days? This has been asked in the CBI examination paper, so we go for the same, and that has been important here. So 30th question: if 8 men can reap 80 hectares in 24 days, then how many hectares can 36 men reap in 30 days? This has been asked in CBI examination paper. Options is 350, 400, 425 and 450. Let's find out the solution for the same. So we find out the solution for the same. Let's go for here. Let the required number of hectares be x. The required number of hectares be x. Then more men, more hectares. This is direct proportion. More days, more hectares. That just comes under direct proportion. So we are men and it is days. Men is 8 ratio 36 and this is 24 ratio 30. That is 80 ratio x. Then 8 into 24 into x equals to 36 into 30 into 80. So further, x equals to 36 into 30 into 80 whole upon 8 into 24, where x equals to 450. Now we go for the next that we talk here, and that is another important question. That is your the 31st question of the session, and that has been important one. So here we go. 31st question we have here is: a certain number of persons can dig a trench 100 meter long, 50 meter broad and 10 meter deep in 10 days. The same number of persons can dig another trench 20 meter broad and 15 meter deep in 30 days. The length of the second trench is, the options are 400 meter, 500 meter, 800 meter and 900 meter. So we go for the same. A certain number of persons can dig a trench 100-meter long, 50-meter broad, and 10-meter deep. In 10 days. The same number of persons can dig another trench 20-meter broad and 15-meter deep. In 30 days. The length of the second trench is the options as I told you: 400 meter, 500 meter, 800 meter and 900 meter. So we go for the same, and that's what we'll have to talk about here. So let the required length be x meter. Here, more breadth, less length, that is indirect proportion. More depth, less length, this is also indirect proportion. And more days, more length. This is direct proportion. So we are talking about breadth 20:50, depth 15:10, and days 10:30, 100:x. So we are 20 into 15 into 10 into x equals to 50 into 10 into 30 into 100. It will be equals to, so where x equals to 50 into 10 into 30 into 100 whole upon 20 into 15 into 10. So where 10 ones are 10, 10 twos are 20. Okay, 15 ones are 15, 15 twos are 30, 2 cancel. And this 10 ones are 10 and 10 tens are 100. It has been your 100. So 50 tens is your 500 and 500 ones is 500. So what we will get here is the answer x equals to 500. So as you have to solve this type of a question in a figure. Now we go for the next one, which is being the 32th question of the session, and that is of course being important here that we have to solve here. So let's go for the same, and that is being the another important question. So the question 32th question we have here. So the question we have as follows, that if 5 men or 9 women can do a piece of work in 19 days, then in how many days will 3 men and 6 women do the same work? The options we have is 12, 15, 18 and 21. So we go for the same. Let's find it out. If 5 men or 9 women can do a piece of work in 19 days, then in how many days will 3 men and 6 women do the same work? The options we have here 12, 15, 18 and 21. So we go for the same here. Let's find it out. Let the required number of days be x. So 5 men equals to 9 women, which is 3 men equals to 9 upon 5 into 3 men equals to 27 by 5 women. Now 3 men and 6 women equals to 27 upon 5 plus 6 women, that is equals to 57 upon 5 women. Now more women, less days, in direct proportion. 57 upon 5 ratio 9, 19 ratio x, which is 57 upon 5 into x equals to 9 into 19. Further, x equals to 9 into 19 into 5 upon 57, that is equals to 50. That we have as an answer here. Now we go for the next one, which is another important question. That is 33rd question of the session, and the 33rd question we have as follows here. 49 pumps can empty a reservoir in 1/2 days, working 8 hours a day. If 196 pumps are used for 5 hours each day, then the same work will be completed in how many days? The options are 2 days, 2 1/2 days, 2 3/5 days and 3 days. So you have to solve it out and you find it out as well. Let's go for the 33rd question of the session here. So 33rd question. So the question, 49 pumps can empty reservoir in 6 1 by 2 days, working 8 hours a day. If 196 palms are used for 5 hours, each day, then the same work will be completed in so let's find it out. That is 32th question or 33rd question of the session here. So we go for the same. Let the required number of days be x. Then more palms, less days, that is indirect proportion. Less working hours per day, more days, indirect proportion. So the palms, which is 196 ratio 49, and working hours per day 5 ratio 8, 13 by 2 ratio x, 196 into 5 into x equals to 49 into 8 into 13 by 2. So further x equals to 49 into 8 into 13 by 2 into 1 upon 196 into 5, and that is equals to x equals to 13 by 5, which is equals to 3 by 5, and that we get as an answer here. Now we talk about for the next one, which is being the another important question, and that is your 34th question of the session. Let's find out the same. Here the question we have as follows. So the question we have, that is your 30 laborers working 7 hours a day can finish a piece of work in 18 days. If the laborers work 6 hours a day, then the numbers of laborers to finish the same piece of work in 30 days will be. The options is 15, 21, 22 and 25. So we have to find out for the same. Let's go here, and these were the important questions. As I told you many times, you will go ahead, you will find out the videos there with the solutions as well. So 30 laborers working 7 hours a day can finish a piece of work in 18 days if the labor work 6 hours a day, then the number of laborers to finish the same piece, to finish the same piece of work in 30 days will be 15, 21, 22 and 25. So here we go. Let the required number of laborers be X. Be X, then less working hour, more labors that we have to do with the same less working hours per day, more labors, that is indirect proportion, and more days, less labors, indirect proportion, working hours per day, about the days as well. Working hours per day, that is 6:7. The days 30:18. 30:x. So it will be 6 into 30 into x equals to 7 into 18 into 30, which will give you 6x equals to 126. That is x equals to 21. Now we go for the next one, which has been the next question, and that has also been important one. We'll discuss that question here in the next coming class. I will just made you write down about the question, but it is being too long. So here we go for the next coming class, that is for sure. And but before ending it up, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go ahead with like, share and subscribe, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even you can also enjoy the video as well. Other than quantitative aptitude, we are dealing with the chemistry class 11 part 1, and we are dealing with part 2 as well. We had completed part 1, and we are dealing with physics part 1 for class 11th as well. And we had started with the CBNST, that is computer based numerical and statistical technique. We are dealing with English vocabulary. We had done your reasoning, where we had done verbal reasoning and non-verbal reasoning. Coming towards your quantitative aptitude, in that we had started with arithmetical ability. In that we have done your numbers, operations on numbers, SCF and LCF of numbers, decimal fraction, simplification, square roots and cube roots, problem averages, problems on numbers, problems on ages, search and indices, percentage, profit and loss, ratio and proportion, partnership, then chain rule, time and work, pipe and system, time and distance, problems on train, boards and streams, allegations or mixture, simple interest, compound interest, logarithm, area, volume and surface area, races and games of skills, calendar, clock, stocks and shares, permutation and combination, probability to discount, bankers discount, height and distance, and odd man out series. In terms of data interpretation, we have to cover up the tabulations, bar graph, pie charts and line graph. So here we're gonna end up with. Thank you, hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion on the comment box. Thank you.